Okay guys, hey and welcome to the View Review. Today I'm just going to be talking about Spartacus Season 2, technically Season 3, Spartacus Vengeance, which is the direct sequel to Spartacus Blood and Sand. Spartacus Blood and Sand starred Mr. Andrew Whitfield, who passed away on the 11th of September 2011. Following the release of the first season of Spartacus, Andy did fall ill, and in order to allow him to receive treatment and hopefully become well again to record this sequel series, they released a 6-episode prequel series named Spartacus Gods of the Arena. So the story picks up essentially directly after the revolt of these gladiators, where they have massacred the house of Spartacus and escaped to freedom. A group of former slaves and former gladiators is led by Spartacus, and there's another group led by Crixus, who now live in the sewers of Capua, struggling by and washing their clothes in the sewer water. They have multiple things on their agenda. Primarily, they are killing the mercenaries who have been sent after them by a young nobleman in the city. But also to get Crixus's lover back, who was sold into to another slave owner just before the revolt in the first series, and then also to, as Spartacus quotes it, make Rome quake. So there is a Roman officer, politician fellow by the name of Gaius Claudius Glaber, and he is the one who actually kidnapped, or let's just say kidnapped, the character who we now know as Spartacus at the beginning of the first season, and actually sold him into slavery. So he is now being sent by the Senate to deal with this gladiator uprising led by Spartacus, which is essentially all his fault. So he is now a praetor in the political ladder of Rome, and has been dispatched with whatever amount of Roman troops to quell this gladiator uprising, and he is actually stationed in the old house of Spartacus, which whenever they first enter it is still covered in, like, not the dead bodies obviously, but lots and lots of blood. And then we find that Spartacus' wife is actually still alive. This comes as a shock to Glaber's wife, who actually murdered someone in front of Spartacus' wife. So they thought that, Spartacus' wife was dead, as were all the other witnesses to this murder. The person who was murdered actually was the cousin of, I think, Crassus, who was a very, very rich Roman nobleman at the time. I think he was actually the richest man in Rome at the time he lived, so I think being caught murdering a member of his family is not a good thing. But fortunately enough, it turns out that Spartacus' wife, following the events that have happened, is so stricken with shock that she has memory loss. And then Spartacus hears that Glaber has come to town and that he's going to be giving a speech in the marketplace. So obviously, as Spartacus does, he goes to find out what's going on. And basically, Glaber is presenting Spartacus' wife as a symbol of hope to the people that, well, this one survived Spartacus's atrocities, whatever, the rest of you will survive as well. And once Spartacus sees her, it comes as a shock, so he doesn't really know what to do here. Then they bring in a very close friend of his, who he had literally just given money to and sent to leave Capua into the hills to start a new life for herself, bring her back, and they are about to execute her in front of the town. She's beat half to death, and essentially Spartacus snaps and starts attacking, and luckily for him, Crixus etc. had followed him, so there's a nice little battle scene in the marketplace there. But of course, as the Spartacus series has been doing since the very start, excessive use of slow motion, every single swing of the sword basically, slow motion, blood, talking about cocks. That's basically the best description I can give of the show. I was a big fan of the first season, big fan of the prequel season, and if this season continues as this first episode as, I will also be a big fan of this season. just that Liam McIntyre does not quite live up to Andy Whitfield. Andy Whitfield was replaced by Liam McIntyre for this series, and in my mind anyway, he has very, very big boots to fill. He has attempted it well so far, but he doesn't quite meet the expectations of the Spartacus that we know from the original series, but let's just see how the character develops as the season continues. Okay guys, so thanks for watching. Please press the like button down there if you did like this video in any way, or favourite it if you might ever want to watch it again without having to go look for it through all your subscriptions. Please press the subscribe button up there if you like this video or any other videos that I've done, because I do post fairly often and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So like I said, thanks for watching again, and goodbye.